Hello, my name is Tiona Payton, and I'm going to introduce a little about myself while answering some of your questions. So the first question is, why should we hire you? You should hire me because of my passion for the game. I've played soccer for 18 years, so I have lots of experiences throughout, teaching me and allowing me to learn new skills along the way. I've always been committed to allowing myself to have an open mind in this kind of industry. I think that being in this role would definitely allow me to further that. However, I do hold myself at a very high standard. I have a very high knowledge of this sport. And I know that my strategy and my technique that I've picked up along all these years, it would be a great blend with this group of women. I know that if I had a coach with my type of abilities while I was playing soccer as a woman, I think that it would make my soccer days go a lot smoother, and yeah. The second question is, where would you like to be in your career 5 years from now? So obviously right now I am applying for the assistant coach position. I think with having that experience on my back is just going to give you even more of an opportunity and more lessons to learn, basically. However, I would eventually like to see myself as a head coach of an NCAA soccer team. It's really inspiring to see more and more female head coaches in today's society, no matter what sport they are coaching or no matter the gender they're coaching. I just think that it is really important that we as females do get treated equally and get the same opportunities that the male coaches have been given. I would just love to see myself in that position because that is like a passion of mine. And I know that I would be really confident doing it, and I would do a really good job as well. The third question was, tell me about a conflict you have encountered at work and how you dealt with it. So for me, I was coaching a soccer camp. There was roughly 16 players there, and only one of them was a girl. So I first of all give her props for showing up every day despite being the only girl. Her effort and her attitude were amazing the entire time, and they stayed amazing the entire time. She did have some troubles when it came to her skill. I'd say she wasn't exactly at the level she would have wanted to be, and some of those boys were at a higher level, which kind of got to her confidence a little bit. So obviously I offered her help. I gave her some tips and tricks along the way, and she continued to practice them. However, throughout this whole process, there was one of the boys who kept making rude comments towards her, and which that then led to even more of the boys laughing and pointing fingers. And that was just something that I wasn't okay with. It didn't matter that it was boys and girls, honestly. I just don't think that anyone should be treating their peers like that, basically. So I did have a talk with him. Nothing did change after that talk. So then I did have to bring it up with his parent. She was extremely disappointed with his actions and his behavior. And she did apologize, and she did want him to apologize to her as well. So while I was helping a little girl grow her confidence because of just having it knocked down a little bit, I was also teaching a lesson to treat your peers with kindness because everyone's going to be at different levels. So you can't expect everyone to give exactly what you're giving. So by the end of the camp, she was doing a lot better, and he also was keeping a positive attitude. I did mention kind of before how helping females achieve their dreams in the sporting world is a passion of mine, And so I think this was just a little step towards that. The last question was, tell me about a time where you demonstrated leadership skills. So for me, my top moment demonstrating my leadership skills was when I played soccer for my old team, and we were heading to championships that upcoming weekend. This was honestly one of the hardest seasons I had. It was very rocky, up and down, with myself and with my team. But before this, I had never made it to championships, and it was already my 4th year playing. And I finally made it, and I was my team's captain. So I was feeling lots of pressure. However, I wanted to just remain composed for myself and for my team. And I could tell that everyone was stressed, feeling a bit defeated from the games it took us to get there. Our bodies were sore, just physically and mentally. I could tell that everyone was pretty drained. So I wanted to do my part, and I wanted to have a team talk. No coaches, no outside talk, just strictly our real raw emotions as a team. Not just as a player, but like as a person too. Like I think that matters just as much. So we went into a classroom and we went in a circle telling each other how we're feeling, basically. I made it a point to really listen to what everyone was saying and really think about how you can support them, like how they need support, because everyone needs support in different ways. It's never going to be the same for anybody. Some people need more, some people need less. So I was just making it a point to really listen to that, because I think supporting each other through championships was a huge deal. I also wanted everyone to talk about why they were excited. We had a lot of different reasons why people were excited. We had rookies on the team. We had people who it was like their last season playing. Myself, it was my first time going to championships. So just hearing other people's reasonings also made myself and other people realize that it's not just for you, it is for your team. And I think that really helped out. So yeah, I stepped up in that situation, and I think it worked out for the better, definitely. And yeah, I just want to thank you for listening and giving me this opportunity, and I really hope to hear back from you soon. Thanks.